Taurus, oh gosh. But when the Gideon was, I still have put your foots. Well, guess when the Gideon was, enough man around for them Taurus. Oh well, but when the Gideon was, I still have put your foots. Well, remember that Samson slew the Philistines with a donkey jawbone, donkey jawbone. Remember that David slew Goliath with a sling and a stone, a sling and a stone. How could you forget the power that was given to the prophet Elijah? When he brought out for brimstone and fire, and the fire came down, the fire came down. So the Gideon bust, enough man around for them town.
So Rasta know about His Majesty. You saw Rasta know about Selassie, the spirit of the universe. Knowing that this is not the first time that the chain has been broken. Because life is a cycle. They are the only one that also tell you that there will be no light, no night in Zion, no night there. Which is true. 72 hours for moon and daylight, no night in Zion. So Rastafari know the beginning. That's why they sing about it. It's in their genes. They're born with that. Everyone born with their whereabouts. All the things that they will say and do is in them in the cell, in the sex cell, from birth. From the time the embryo enters the mother's womb, the energy or the atom enters the mother's womb and become an embryo. All the person biological output and mental output are recorded on the genes of these persons. Therefore, it's not you deciding what you will do and what you will become. That is in your system before birth, from the origin of time, from your first life cycle. What you must do and what you will do for the rest of life, eternal, is recorded on your system. Just like an AI, the computer, from the moment it pick up something, it record it on the memory, and always check back in that era when there is something similar to that to find out if it have a copy of that. Therefore, you can know exactly what is the whereabout of that thing. So your brain copy and store everything on its memory, and then as you're born, as you rebirth and move around, different reality is being manifested as you go around the circle and come and return back to where you start. The same reality come back again because of the same cells, the same cell going to reproduce you, and all things function like that. All creation, plant, animal, everything is atom taking on flesh.
So retreat, boy, or get me fit. I love King Selassie. I love King Selassie. I love King Selassie.
His Majesty came in at the end of the old positive timeline, the hellline, to close that timeline and point to the first bird to come in and lay the foundation for the new timeline. His Majesty opened the seal to close the positive timeline. I open it to open the new timeline. Half the story I've never been told. Yet many are behaving as if they know everything. They don't want to hear anything more, since everything in their heads. Yet you are told that half the story has never been told. So there are many more things here for everyone to learn about. And now that the seal is being reopened by David, the first Christ, many things are being revealed. And the information technology industry is manifesting this reality. So people need to go expand their wisdom around here. Most of what even Rasta, most of what we are told around here, even coming out of Rasta, is based on the Bible story, which is part of the error on the timeline, telling you that woman was taken from man rib, when the law said woman was before man. Our responsibility is to educate humanity to a higher level of universal existence. And everyone will have to go educate themselves. And I decide to know what is ahead and what life is all about. I'm the only one around here endowed with a divine responsibility to define a new pathway to the future in the semi-positive dimension. Our responsibility is not about setting up religion. So I'm not looking to worship, place to worship, etc. But to establish Selassie kingdom on earth, that His Majesty lay the foundation so far for David to come in and set up the final foundation. A work in progress since 2001. Some people looking something to worship, but there's nothing here to worship, but to follow all instructions flowing from the Universal Scientific Associate, the divine ministry, guided by the Spirit Selassie, setting a new foundation for the future. Some Rasta talk about Selassie as if Selassie is a human, is a physical man. Selassie is not a man. Selassie is the spirit of the universe, the spirit that exists in all living things. Every creature manifests that spirit in their own existence, including humankind. First created man, His Majesty, manifests the spirit of Selassie to the highest level. From the male point of view, the first created female, Her Majesty, also manifests that the spirit Selassie. Twice that of the first man, the first woman, manifest the energy of Selassie, twice more powerful than the first man. The third person in dimension, in the alignment that manifests that spirit to the highest level, is the first son, the Christ, referred to as David, and other names. And in this time, new name, you are told that he will be called a new name. So in this time, by his works you shall know him. So you look out for he who is doing certain work to know that you say, yes, that's the person manifesting the spirit of Haile Selassie. His Majesty came in to close his timeline and manifest the spirit. The Rastafari mostly was the only one who resonated with that spirit and could identify the first man and point him out to the rest of humanity. Many objected up to now. But this reality is still here. It's not going away.